What's up and welcome to Texting Tuesday. This is the spot where we share some great real estate scripts and templates that are working right now that you can implement immediately to get more business, to get into conversations with clients and potential clients. I've got a good, simple one today that anyone can use. It's a variation of one that we've shared several times over the last, I think it's been 2 years we've been doing these live Texting Tuesday sessions. And I'm excited to share that with you. Before we get started and dive in, I have some important asks, some favors to ask of you all. Number one, first and foremost, if you're watching on Facebook, do me a huge favor, hit the like button, hit the heart button, and make sure that you are set up for notifications of new live sessions like these. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you've subscribed to the channel. Okay, if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe. Smash the bell, as they say, to be notified of new live sessions. And hit the like button on the actual video. If you're watching on LinkedIn, hit the like button or the light bulb button. And to get some engagement going, while we wrap up the housekeeping items, to get some engagement going, I would like to ask a question. Okay. And so we've been asking questions on these sessions recently here. Let me ask this question. Approximately, how many email addresses or how many contacts, let's do it that way. How many contacts do you have in your database currently? Approximately, you don't have to say exactly. Approximately how many contacts do you have in your database currently? It looks like I'm having some connection issues. Hopefully we're still good to go here. So how many contacts do you have in your database currently? Now, while those responses come in, a couple of last housekeeping items. Make sure you check out the additional resources above or below the video in the description, including a free class for those of you interested in learning how you can help downsizing empty nesters and baby boomers and turn that into a great source and stream of business. We've got a free class on that. If you'd like to chat about how you can get ongoing free coaching, training, mentorship, and even implementation help for your business, let's chat. growwithjosh.com/chat. And then lastly, as you can see, it is scrolling across the screen. One of my favorite tools is a service called thanks.io. And we're using that in a number of different ways to send direct mail in our local market. Go ahead and get a free account at growwithjosh.com/thanks. And when you do that, if you email mike@growwithjosh.com, we can send you some examples of templates of direct mail we're using that are getting potential sellers calling, texting, and emailing. In fact, I had two yesterday call. So some responses are coming in. Let's keep them coming here. How many contacts do you currently have in your database? We have 800, 600, 800. Keep them coming, and don't be shy, and don't feel whatever. Don't feel some kind of way about what your number is. It could be 5, 50, 500, 5,000. It doesn't matter. You have to start somewhere. One of the things that I think is, the most important things that you can and should be doing in your business is you've got to be growing that database on a daily basis. You've got to be doing something to grow that on a daily basis. And if you want some help with that, let's chat. Just schedule a time to chat, and we can help you with that. So the script for today, Bustos Realty templates. Yes, as always, the scripts and templates that we're sharing today, if you would like templates for direct mail, just email mike@growwithjosh.com, mike@growwithjosh.com. And if you create a free account with thanks.io by going to growwithjosh.com/thanks, we'll be happy to send you those templates. So the script for today is around just asking a general question and a binary where there's a binary answer. Okay, what I mean by that is sometimes it's good to ask open-ended questions. Okay, sometimes that is the best approach to take, depending on your size of database, how busy you are, etc. In other times, it's better to ask a binary question, a yes or no. Or a binary could also be, are you looking for a single family or a townhome? Are you looking for a single family or a condo? A binary also could be, are you looking to be in this school district or would you prefer this school district? Okay. So binary meaning easy to answer, right? Are you looking for 3-bed or 4? Okay. Um, Easy to answer, and therefore you get lots of engagement. And so today's question is a binary centered question. It's going to be a yes or no question. Okay. Um, and so we're going to frame this around, are you still in the market? Are you still in the market? Okay. So I'm going to go into the handy dandy, my KV core. First, I've got to share my screen. And we're in KV core now. And I'm going to go to my smart CRM and we're going to try and re-engage some buyer leads. Some buyer leads, which by the way, I know the market's tight, but we are still having a ton of success getting our buyer clients under contract. And I owe a massive props to Cosette, my primary local buyer specialist. She is crushing it. She just got one of our clients. We listed their home on Thursday, went under contract on Sunday, and now they're under contract on the home they're buying to replace that home as of this morning. And she is just doing a phenomenal job. Anyway, we're in the smart CRM. I'm going to do some filtering here. We're going to go prospect or new lead. We're going to go contact details buyer. We're going to go has phone and subscribed, and we'll apply filters. As you can see here, the answer to the question that I had posed for me is over 10,000. It looks like 11,000 contacts in my database here, for whatever that's worth. I'm going to go to we're going to go to page 4 here. Just kind of randomly going to a page. And I'm going to select all. And we're going to send a mass text. And I'm going to say, just curious, are you still in the market to buy a home this spring? Okay. Please let me know. Thanks. Just curious, are you still in the market to buy a home this spring? Please let me know. I could get rid of the please too. I could just say, let me know. Thanks. And I could say, first name. Okay. So there's lots of ways that we can kind of slice this up and make it work. Okay. So I'm going to start with this. First name, just curious, are you still in the market to buy a home this spring? I'm going to copy this and we're going to let that rip-a-roo. And Mike, I meant to get you what we're going to do as the follow-up protocol. And maybe we'll have time as some of the see if we have time here and actually get to responding to some of these as they come in. Oh, and before I forget, while this is loading up, if you would like every week on these sessions, after the live session, my director of ops, Mike, goes through and puts together all of the resources, the scripts, examples, the emails, because we turn these into email scripts, text scripts, all of the templates, all of that, puts it into a Google Doc And if you'd like a copy of that, you just have to comment below the letter Y. Comment below the letter Y, and we will send you those scripts. So a bunch of these are seemingly random phone numbers. How do I? I'm wondering if there's a way. Well, yes, well, we're just going to go ahead and let it rip. A lot of these are, we're getting more and more robocalls to my smart number. So I just lopped off the first name. We're starting to get responses. I'm going to send out 2 or 3 more here so we can get some more exchanges. I'll also show you in a minute here what the email, what an email script might look like for this. And why are these showing as buyer when they're? So we're going to load another page here. We'll do 1 or 2 more pages. We'll do an email, and then we'll go to the dashboard because we are starting to get exchanges, and we'll try and get so far all of the responses are no, but that's okay. We'll keep going here until maybe we get some positive. So I'm going to say, I'm going to remove this, and then I'll just add the please this time. Please let me know either way. Okay, mixed it up a little bit. Please let me know either way. Thanks. Let's see here. We're still getting no, yes, but fighting the credit bureaus. Oh, no, we're getting a call back. So good stuff's happening. Good stuff's happening. So I'm going to let that rip there. Copy that quick before it sends. We'll do 1 more page. So we're essentially sending out 1,000 or just thereabouts, which is definitely going to create a good bit of activity in a good way. And then what we'll do is I will show you how we can turn that into an email to send. And then we'll get to our dashboard and see what we have. Terrific. So we're getting at least a few positive responses that we can then get back to and see how some of those exchanges happen. Okay. So and by the way, we'll include that in the document for those of you interested. So if you want to check that out, make sure that you comment below the letter Y. Comment below the letter Y if you want us to give you that information and details, etc. So I'm going to go 1 more page. Oh. We're getting lots of no's. So here, this is a good reminder for everybody. Is that you're going to get a lot of negative responses, okay? And that's okay because that allows you to clean up your database, okay? That allows you to clean up your database. Let's see here. So now we're going to send a mass email, and I'll just say, still in the market? Question mark. Hi. Just curious, are you still in the market to buy a home here in Central PA this spring? If you could, please let me know either way. Thanks, Josh. And we've got the signature included, and we're going to go ahead and send that. Okay. So now you saw we had a couple of different variations of the way the text script could be deployed. The email script. Now let's go to the dashboard. Let's go to the dashboard because we're getting a lot of activity popping here. We're getting a lot of activity. So I got to hit the refresh. Subway, you got to refresh to eat fresh or eat fresh to refresh. Anyway, okay, so we're getting some stops, some no's, some no longer interested, stops. What I typically will do with those, okay, so no longer interested, I'll say, got it, thanks. If anything changes, or if there's anything at all we can do for you, don't hesitate to ask. Okay. So I think, they took the time. They took the time to respond. So I'm going to take the time to respond to them. Okay. And by I mean most of the time it's Mike. But you get the idea. Okay. So this one, yes, I'm looking to get a home. Terrific. Thanks. Are you already pre-approved, or do you need some help with that? Okay, that's one way we could respond. And by the way, if you have ideas for how to respond in some of these instances, I think it's always great to see different ideas and thoughts. Please comment below with variations of how you might respond. Okay, I'm not. I have already purchased a home. Okay, so I'll just say terrific, congrats. If there's anything at all we can do for you, don't hesitate to ask. Okay. So they already bought one. That stinks. We missed out, but that's going to happen. So this this is another one that responded positively. I don't know why it's opening up here, but so here's another way. So that first one, I asked if they were already pre-approved or if they need help with that. Okay, already pre-approved, or do you need some help with that? This one, I'm going to say, got it, thanks. Is there a particular school district or area you're looking to be in? Okay, so now I'm clarifying, what you want to do here. The meta lesson, the big takeaway, regardless, is ask another question. Ask another question. Okay. So Lacey, these are buyer leads in my database that were marked as prospect or new lead, which means they're not actively engaged right now. So we're trying to re-engage them. We're getting lots of comments and lots of whys and more people sharing the size of their database. Great stuff. Keep it coming, people. Keep it coming. So let's go back. I think you guys like this stuff when we're looking at actual conversations, right? Let's go back up here. Did this one respond again? Not yet. Okay, well, let's go see if we can find some other. Got it. Is there anything we can help with on that front? So he said yes, but he's fighting with the credit bureaus. And also, do you know where your score is at currently? Prox in parentheses, because maybe his score or maybe he's already at a place that we can help him and he just doesn't realize it, because that does happen. Deanna Ray in the hospital. So sorry to hear that. How would you respond to that? So sorry to hear that. Hope it's not for too long. I don't know. Is that an appropriate thing to say? Is that would that be okay? I'm curious. I would love to know, how would you respond to that? They say I'm in the hospital, right? And I could ignore it, but I don't want to ignore it because, like, they took the time to respond. So how would you respond back to that? I don't know. Is this good? saying, hope it's not for too long. No, hope and pray that you will, prayers for a speedy recovery. I like that. Sorry to hear that. Prayers for a speedy recovery. Thanks for that. That was good. All right, let's refresh to see if we got any more affirmative. No, stop. Thanks. You can stop sending emails. No, no, not anymore. Got some real estate agents. We already purchased one. Uh, we are less than a year in our new place. I don't know how they got. Not sure how that guy got in. Terrific. Okay, so this one's still in contact. Terrific. She's still in This person is still in contact with Cosette on my team. Let me know if you need anything. So this person, Cosette's doing a good job for them. Cosette. Oh, Brandon Dukes. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. So, thanks, Brandon. Are you already pre-approved, or do you need some help with that? Okay. Now that's a pretty direct follow-up. I typically don't do that, but I'm trying that as something new. And part of the reason why, very transparently, is I recently, for those that don't know, I recently got my mortgage license. So now we can kind of be a full service shop here, both locally, and there were a number of other reasons why I got my mortgage license as well. I'm actively building an organization of other loan officers, as well, similar to what we're doing with my EXP organization. So I'm trying this more direct approach, where I would typically do is I would ask questions like the other one, is there a particular area that you're looking to be in? Are you looking for a single family or a townhome? How many bedrooms and bathrooms are you looking for? What price range? Those are kind of the big four questions that we typically ask. Okay. When you get someone engaging like that, the big four questions that we typically ask are around the area, single family or townhome or condo, bedrooms and baths, and price range, and asking them in a sequence there, one question at a time. And if you notice, in every one of those, they're generally binary in nature, right? Where it's easy to answer. You're not asking an open-ended question, like an open-ended question, which I don't recommend unless you have them on the phone. Okay, I wouldn't recommend this unless you have them on the phone. They pick up the phone and call you, which actually one of them did. One of the ones that responded did pick up the phone and call, and I would have answered, but we're live on here. Unless they're on the phone, I would not text or email something like, can you tell me a little bit about what you're looking for? Right? I think it's better to ask them questions that are easy for them to answer and lead them down. And then in that scenario, if we start with their property preferences, and then at some point, once you get a good idea, then you can ask, are you already pre-approved, or do you need some help with that? And by the way, that language there really is important. Would you like some help with that? Do you need some help with that, or would you like some help with that? Is a great way to frame a question along those lines. Okay, so I'm trying both here, and we're kind of seeing which one goes. But the next step, so let me just take this one step farther, and then I'm going to have to wrap up because I have a meeting I have to head off to at 11 a.m. Eastern. If they say they need some help with that, what the next step is, I will tell them, okay, great. Go to appwithjosh.com, which is my mortgage application. And I'll say, okay, your next best step is to go to appwithjosh.com, create a free account, and get started right now. Okay. go to appwithjosh.com, create a free account, and get started right now. Okay. And by asking questions and then leading them down a path, they will be more likely to do what you're telling them to do. People want, in most cases, people want to be led, but in a way that is from a servant or a service perspective, right? They don't want to be just told what to do, but they do want to be led with what they should do, or toward what they should be doing. So great stuff. Lacey, I've signed up for a few absentee owner class. I never finished. When is your next one? Email mike@growwithjosh.com, Lacey. Email mike@growwithjosh.com. He'll get you all the information you need. All right. So as we come in for a landing here, there was lots of really good stuff in here. There were a couple of variations of scripts and templates. Then we covered how to continue the conversation, which is incredibly valuable and important. If you want all of that and the examples and the templates, we're happy to send them your way. All you have to do, whether you're watching this live or you're watching it on replay, comment below with the letter Y, and Mike or someone on my team will get you the all of that information. We'll get you we put them in a Google Doc, and we'd be happy to share that with them, with you. So comment below the letter Y if you would like us to get you that information. Many of you already have, but as I said, if you're watching this after the fact, you can comment below and we'll do our best to hook you up. And if you comment below and you don't see it, you don't receive it, email mike@growwithjosh.com. mike@growwithjosh.com. Check out the additional resources, the free class, the opportunity to schedule a time to chat with me if you're interested in ongoing free coaching, training, and even implementation help to grow your business. You can go to growwithjosh.com /chat. You can create a free account with thanks.io at growwithjosh.com /thanks. Lots of great stuff we're doing with that. As always, thank you so much for all of the wonderful engagement, your encouragement, the thoughts, the ideas, and so forth. Most importantly, get out there and use this stuff. Use this stuff and then report back what kind of results you get. Good, bad, or ugly. I want to hear from you. Make it a great rest of the week, and hopefully we get to chat again sometime soon.